Well, NBA playoffs are delivering as always. First round has been an absolute slop fest. In many ways, extremely entertaining, and there's a lot to cover. So we're just jumping straight into it. First and foremost, sayonara to the Memphis Grizzlies and the Miami Heat, eight seeds that have been swept by the first seeds. Do you have anything to say about either of these eight seed teams that we will no longer be seeing?
I mean, they put up a fight. I mean, the Grizzlies did put up a fight somewhat. The Heat,
I don't think they put.
I felt, I,
I don't
I
think they
felt
put.
so bad
I don't think
because
they put up a fight.
I saw a post on my phone. Oh, Kevin Love's dad died, and then he got blown
Oh
up. Like,
yeah, yeah. Rest in peace
did
to his
him
dad, man.
dirty.
I mean,
Rest in peace to
hey,
Kevin Love's dad.
listen, man.
Stan Love, I think.
Yeah. It was. I mean, they got completely destroyed at home. It was. It wasn't even close to being close. Um, it's, it was
They
just.
weren't
It was
supposed to
ugly.
be there.
I mean, yeah. Regardless, whoever walked out, like I said, I don't think they were. They weren't beating the Cavs anyways. So
Oh no.
you know what? It's a rebuild year for them next year. It is what it is. And then for Memphis, I don't know. I don't know how to feel anymore. I'm very conflicted because they look
To be
good.
fair, Jaw got hurt.
Yeah, let's say they look
To be fair,
good in game 3 when Jaw was doing well. Then he got hurt, and then they blew like the biggest playoff lead ever. And they ended up losing it, and once that happened, you knew it was a sweep. Like even though the game 4 was close, he was just like, let's not do this anymore. But those series are over. 4-0s, nothing to look at. Not much to talk about. Cavs look good even without Garland. Thunder still look good as they have all year. Not much to talk about. We'll get to the Cavs Pacers matchup later. But for the Thunder, we don't even know who they're playing yet. But you have to imagine they're going to be the favorites. And if you want to hear us talk about all that later on, hit subscribe. Hooper Soul Podcast. I am Jacob. This is PJ doing the intro for the first time. I realized I don't usually say my name in the beginning. I only say your name. So I figured I would try to change that. Apologies for how I look. Just got off work, so had to
same here.
rush. We're trying to get these episodes out for y'all, so gotta do what I gotta do. But anyways, we have a few other series that are also over. Just last night, Lakers Timberwolves. The Timberwolves beat the Lakers in 5 games. Off the back of like a 24 and 27 game or something from none other than Rudy Gobert. Um, Completely insane development, I would say, in this series. Did you were telling me about how you found out about this, but how do you feel about this series?
I felt like it was a good series. I felt like shit, man. I felt like Rudy should have been doing that the whole time.
Hey.
Taking advantage of the paint. There's no centers.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Hayes, he's not the guy that you want in the playoffs. I mean, I like you, Jackson Hayes, but throughout the season, you're not that guy, man. Like, but Rudy, you should be doing that every single time. Like, if there's no center that's not as great as you are, take advantage. And I've been hating on your ass, Rudy. This is what you should be doing.
Yeah, I do want to give lots of credit to the Timberwolves because there's a lot of players on that team that we've been doubting. And I think even Rudy said this, that him and Julius Randle, people have had lots of criticisms about those two. So for both of them to have, I would say, pretty great series, all things considered. Julius Randle, like this is probably the best playoffs I've seen him play.
Hundred
Like
percent,
he
100%.
Like he looked good, man. Like he was doing what he needed to do. And then of course everyone else on the Timberwolves and McDaniels, absolute baller. Just one of like he's got to be like in the tier below like superstar, all-star. He's like at the top of whatever tier he's in because he is like
100%.
he's just proving why this team has been good for the past 2 years. Because he's part of it. He's really good. He's just such a good piece next to Ant. And then, of course, Nas Reed. Don't even need to say anything else. That's Nas Reed. but yeah, just it was nice to see Gobert actually uh have such an incredible game that
Huge.
silence the haters for at least another
Silence
series.
me.
Yeah, I mean, hey, him and Randall. Like I said, I've gone on record multiple times saying Randall in the playoffs is kind of a disaster. But even him going at Braun, him going at whoever, he's picking his times to go, times to shoot, whatever. He's playing good defense. Like I like it. Like the team is
I do like
balling.
it too.
The team is
It's just
balling.
that it's just that first half of the season he wasn't doing as well as we assumed him to be, replacing Cap. But
Yeah,
this second half in postseason's looking great. I hope it falls into the next series.
yes. We don't know who their opponent is yet, but that will be
Mhm.
a fun matchup probably regardless of who they go against.
Did
But
you did you see the clip that I sent you
oh, I don't
on
know
Twitter?
which one.
It was like Ant Man was Anthony Edwards was like Ant Man,
Oh,
Batman,
yes.
Superman. Lakers
Yes.
5.
Yes. I I did see that, yeah.
Plus the
That was
Adidas
funny.
promotion, bro. Did
Yeah,
you see that too?
I was about to say that was gonna be the thumbnail, bro.
Bro,
That's gonna be the
the
thumbnail.
King Slayer is that's
Him with
crazy
the
marketing,
him
bro.
doing the gun to Luca. Oh man. Crazy shit. But yeah, I this team it's kind of gotten under the radar a little bit. Like obviously we're all excited for the Lakers.
Hmm.
But for the past like 2 months, they are like saw they're like 23-4 or something, like in the 2 months leading up to the playoffs.
Right.
Obviously getting hot, and we definitely saw like they were definitely worse at the beginning of the season. For some of the reasons you mentioned, like Julius Randle was not playing as well as he is now. But yeah, man, 2 years in a row where this team is kind of exceeding expectations. Even though it is only the first round, like people definitely weren't picking them to win. We didn't pick them to win, so
It's because they're not a big market team. I feel like
that is
that's
true.
why they don't. They see Ant Man. Oh, that's a good guy. But
Yeah,
then look at the Lakers. Oh, they got LeBron. They got
yeah,
Luca. They got whatever.
that is true. I I mean, like, there's another series that they have to get through, but like the Anthony Edwards conversation will be very interesting in the offseason. I could say that for sure.
100%.
He is on his way to being a potential like legitimate face of the NBA. Like real like they're gonna push him with marketing soon. Like he's gonna
Oh,
start being
100%.
everywhere in like a year or two.
I feel like he could be definitely the face of the league over Jason Tatum.
I think he's definitely. I wasn't even gonna bring him up, but I mean, in terms of like aura moments or whatever, like marketability, things that teams want to put like on posters, in social media videos, all that. Like, Ant is all of that, like
He has aura.
in one guy. So yeah, it's just even though I would have liked to see the Lakers move on just because I liked the vibes on the team. Uh, I'm not mad at all. Timberwolves made it because they had clearly were the better team in this series. So, you know, no issues with that.
I just wanted to say this, although we're not in the off season yet. Lakers, y'all need a big man. I literally just seen a post on my phone about how they got like demolished in the paint and they're looking for a big man. Under the comments, JaVale McGee put himself on a gif
Shout
in
out
a
to
Lakers
JaVale.
gif too. Shout out to
JaVale,
Joe. I hope you make it to the Lakers next season.
he's
I don't
funny.
care how old you are.
Well, now that we've given the Wolves their flowers, let's let's talk through this now from the Lakers' perspective. So Jackson Hayes, I'll look up the exact minutes, but essentially a no play for the last two games. Essentially, did not get any minutes. Now,
I think they put Maxi Kleber in for like 5 when they were up. I think
I think so. So
Bro's been hurt for like 3 months.
yeah. So when we talked through this series, I said I'm not too worried about Jackson Hayes this series. I think he'll be fine. What I didn't anticipate is that he would just not play at all. I wasn't ready for that. Like 2 games in a row. I'm pretty sure, pretty much like essentially 0 minutes. Like there's that one game where the Lakers, or well, JJ Redick pretty much played the starters, not including Jackson Hayes, like the entire second half. He was like Dorian Finney-Smith, Braun Reeves, Luca, and then who's the last one? Rui. I think it was Rui. Like there was no center. There was legitimately no center.
They played what's Dorvin DFS. They
Yeah,
played him at center,
yeah, which is
which is crazy.
right. So when I said that I didn't think Jackson Hayes was really going to be that big of a problem, as big of a problem as I would think he would be in other series, he apparently to JJ Redick was so unplayable that even when Rudy is dominating, even though that was only last game, he still didn't play him. Even when Rudy's dominating, you still can't play Jackson Hayes, and you still have to go no center, which is crazy. I didn't think it was that bad, but according to JJ, it is that bad. So obviously the center issue has been an issue for since AD was there. So go ahead.
I just gotta say that although we praise Rob Pelinka for getting Luca, I still think Rob Pelinka's. I probably said it before that Rob Pelinka is a good GM, but after we've seen all the reports coming through about the offers Nico Harrison has given to other people, Rob Pelinka's
Dude,
not a great GM, bro. We
bro.
got Alex Len at the end of the season
Yeah.
and never played him at
He
all because
he
he's
got
that
waived. He
ass.
got waived. He straight up just got waived.
He got waived
I'm
when
pretty sure he's not even like by
he
the
was on
end
the
of season.
roster.
Is
He
he?
was on the roster.
I swore by end of season he wasn't even on the
Look,
team. Well,
Alex Len's right there.
I guess so. I mean, I don't. I mean, he hasn't done. I mean, if he never played, I mean, then like
He
like what's the
signed the
point?
rest of the season, and he not the times he played, he was absolute garbage. I
Yeah,
don't understand Rob Pelinka thinking, "Oh, Alex Len, let me get that guy. He's still at a good age. He did ass with the Suns, the Kings, and whatever team he played with. I don't understand what was the pickup for that. Like,
oh
I know we needed a center, but there were still guys left on the table uh that had playoff experience and who could give a better guy to for Jackson Hayes for the nth.
yeah,
But it is what it is. The Lakers lost. Timberwolves in five.
yeah. What I thought was, well, for one, I feel like Rob Pelinka should not get a lot of credit for the Luca trade in general because
100%.
Nico Harrison was just doing some bullshit. For
Nico Harrison
two,
is the goat for us.
for two, there was that Mark Williams trade that was supposed to happen, but then apparently, according to the Lakers, he failed his physical, and the Hornets didn't think he failed his physical. Mark Williams didn't think he failed his physical. So who knows what actually happened there? But that's just like another center that could have been playable. I assume he has to be at least playable in the playoffs. I don't know. I mean, I
No,
have to
he
assume.
played. So I followed him because I made a play on him on Prize Picks. Not
Nice.
sponsored.
Not yet. No.
Uh, not yet. But he did play like 2 weeks after that whole
Yeah, I know.
thing
No,
happened.
I know. I saw.
So I mean, he was still following all the Lakers players. I don't. I think it's one of the biggest conspiracy theories we can have in the NBA today. And I want to say he did feel his physical. I don't know how.
I mean, it was up to
That
the
Hornets
Lakers.
locker room is
It was up
full
to
of
the
like things.
Lakers. It was the Lakers'
I don't
choice.
know.
They said that he didn't pass. So for whatever reason, maybe they found something the Hornets didn't see or whatever. But like I said, that's just another center that they could have had. So obviously that's something they're gonna have to address. LeBron said they didn't have a center. Anthony Davis has said they don't have a center. So that's just something they have to address. Austin Reeves did not have a great series. Not really much else to
Did
say.
not.
I mean, just straight up outplayed by McDaniels, just through
He
and
probably
through.
played center. Who knows?
He may as well have. And the one thing I had a take in the middle of the series. I think I watched game two or there's either during game 2 or 3. Uh, and I thought that when I was having the thought, I was like, this is gonna age so terribly. Like this is obviously not gonna pan out well. But the thought was, I was like, this. I was like, we're really seeing the end of LeBron. Like he is not the same player. Obviously, this isn't prime Braun, but like he just
Uh,
can't do what he does consistently anymore. He just can't. In one of the games, I think it was game 4, 27 points through the first 3 quarters, 0 in the fourth.
oh, are
And
you
and
talking about
they're
that game where he got 38 and 9?
no, he only had 27. Whatever
Oh
game he
no,
only had
okay.
27 because he scored 27 in the first 3 quarters and scored 0 in the fourth. And obviously 27 through in a game is like not bad, but you got me fucked up if you think a really real LeBron isn't getting to like 35 in that game when he already has 27 through the third. And there were some lobs which may have been probably we could just say was Austin Reeves' fault, but he just threw it way too high. Like LeBron just like could not get up to get it, and it was like man, like a LeBron that I like grew up watching. He's slamming it down no matter what. Like he's gonna get that ball. He just can't do it now, and he just can't consistently perform at the absolute highest level that we have known anymore. Like he just can't do it every night, which is why when Luka got there, LeBron was putting up. He has multiple games of like 18 points, 19 points, like sub 20. Like he's just old. He's
He,
just old.
the thing is, I don't think. Yes, his career is declining, but it's not like terrible
No, I know that.
because
Yeah.
the he what his averages during the games, they're not that bad either for his age.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, like, imagine we're even like 4 years ago, LeBron averaging 25, 9, and 6. That's a bad LeBron series. That's a bad LeBron series. 25, 9, and 6 is bad for LeBron. For LeBron, that is bad for him. Obviously, this is the greatest 41-year-old basketball player ever, but we're seeing the end, man. Like there's like a very noticeable decline in his performance compared to like when he was like 38 and we were like, damn, he's still doing this shit.
I think the only reason why I'm defending it is because I'm seeing LeBron as a second option. I haven't seen LeBron as a second option in forever, so it's like
I mean, ever, ever. He's
so
never.
it's a different mindset that I have to take on it because we're looking at Luca's numbers and obviously he was the first option that whole entire series.
Well, yeah. Well,
So it's hard to decide and think that yes, it was his worst, but it was for a reason.
no. I don't think there's anything wrong with LeBron. I don't think that he should be under fault or blame or whatever for what's happening. He's just 41. He's just 41 playing 40 plus minutes a game in the playoffs, and I don't think that's
Okay,
sustainable. That's just like not
later.
that doesn't sound like something that can keep happening. And
Yeah.
even if Luke is there trying his best to like be the first option, you need LeBron, especially the way this team is constructed right now. Like it's just like not
Okay.
it's not gonna happen. Like this I didn't think LeBron was gonna like do bad, obviously. I thought he was gonna do pretty good. But like it's pretty obvious, I think, at this point, that he isn't gonna hard carry a team
No, but he
anymore.
knows how to get there. He
Yeah.
knows how to get there, especially with a solid team.
Yeah. Like, that was my LeBron
And I
take.
mean,
That's all.
to be fair,
He's just old, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
he's just old. But to be fair, I'm happy for the season since they were the third in this West, this Wild West. There you go.
Yeah, you got it.
And shit, I mean, hopefully this isn't his last season, and he doesn't pull some Tim Duncan shit,
What?
and he Well, because Tim Duncan he ended the season in the playoffs.
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, second round playoffs, but hopefully LeBron plays probably one more year. See how that goes, and we just got
I
to see there.
I hope they do one more with a
Giannis.
retooled. Well, we'll get to that with a retooled roster. You know, with some big men, with some just playable players, just not Jackson Hayes and Alex Len. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
so I'd like to see him do at least one more season, but it's we're getting near the end, unfortunately. But yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing Jackson Hayes on the Lakers roster. We just need another center who can show him the way.
got you. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, whole off season content for that later, whatever. All right, let's move on. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go to another series that's already over. One that's a little bit easier to talk about. Boston 4-1 over the Magic, the Orlando Magic. I don't really have much of an opinion. I don't think I ended up watching any of these games just because of scheduling. I know Jason Tatum was out a game, and I don't think it mattered too much. But
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the game that they lost, but I know that the Magic for sure put up a fight against the Celtics. Some
yeah,
games maybe not,
yeah. I
but
mean, there were definitely. I mean, there were definitely some games where it was pretty close, but it was not like a. It wasn't a great. You know, there was a. It wasn't like. I don't think the Celtics were ever like scared.
no, no.
So you know.
But I want to call out Dwight Howard. You said the
Ooh.
Magic was gonna beat the Celtics, but
No.
come on, let's be realistic.
He was just saying that. He was just saying that.
He's saying that because he played on the Magic. He repped that jersey.
Of course, and no, I don't blame him at all.
But I
Uh,
don't think Shaq would have been like, "Oh yeah, I played on the Magic.
uh
The Magic didn't win in seven, whatever."
well, he also played for the Celtics, so.
That's also true.
But yeah, I think obviously the Celtics are still contenders. They're still
100%.
a team built for the playoffs.
They won last year.
Exactly, and I don't really have much else to say about the Celtics. They will be playing the Knicks or the Pistons. We'll get to them later. Um, I don't know. I don't really. I don't have much thoughts about them because it's pretty much the same teams last year. Oh, Peyton Pritchard, Sixth Man of the Year. Congratulations, sir.
Congrats.
Forgot to mention
Well
that.
deserved.
Congrats to you, brother. There's some other awards that have come out. Well, we can hit those in a second, but yeah, the Celtics roster is just a very good roster. I mean, top to bottom, very nice. The Magic, I still don't know how to feel about this team. I still don't know.
They got some dogs.
They didn't really convince me one way or the other about if I should be more believing in them or less believing in them. So I'm kind of, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't get to watch the game, so I can't say for sure how I feel about each player, but I question the ceiling of Franz Wagner and Paolo together as like the top two.
I like them together. I think they're just missing one piece. They're like the Cavs, like a lot of years, but I think they're just missing one piece to get to where they want to be. Plus, it's like their first playoffs or second, whatever. They just need to
Something like that.
find out what to do with that team. Probably get a new coach. Who knows? It's. I think the team is solid.
Hmm.
Nothing shouts at me magic, but the team is solid.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a few players that are gonna be in lots of trade talks this offseason, so maybe Magic is one of those destinations where somebody wants to go as a potential like I don't know, maybe like the leftover superstars. Like I'll go hop over there since no one else, all the other main superstars went to their preferred destinations. I don't know. We'll have to
I
see.
don't know. Maybe Nico Harrison could pull some bullshit. Oh, you want AD, and I'll take Jonathan Isaac or some shit.
He loves AD, man. He's not trading him.
I
Anyway,
don't know about this after that.
no,
Got hurt
he.
too many
I
times.
mean, the fact that he traded Luca for him is all you need to know.
I mean, Jonathan Isaac, Minister of Defense. Defense wins championships. Nico Harrison quote.
That's disgusting. They imagine them having four big men. Fucking, they keep Gafford, Lively, and AD, and then trade for Isaac. that's a lineup, bro. Put AD at the one.
I'll put Clay Thompson on that team.
I feel so bad for Clay.
I
But
do
we
too,
we
but
already talked
damn.
about that. But all right. Like I said, I don't really have much to say about that series because I didn't get to watch a lot of it, and it's also pretty much the expected outcome. So I don't know. I'm kind of ready to move on from it. I don't know. I feel bad for the Celtics fans, but like, what do you want me to say? Like, sorry, like your team is good. Like, moving on. Like, is that enough?
It's fair. They all we could say is, oh, they won last year. They could probably go and get it again,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But
All right, all right. Well, let's get to the
the most
last,
interesting
the
series.
series that has been the other series that has been completed, just 2 days ago, I think.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on in this. A lot has happened in this series from game one to game five. Pacers Bucks. The Indiana Pacers win 4-1. Damian Lillard magically actually did come back from his blood clot that kept him out for months or weeks at least, months, whatever. Magically comes back, plays game three. Bucks win that game. And then game four, non contact Achilles tear. Just heartbreaking. Like, just so sad that it had to happen that way. I think the absolute debacle of game five. Gary Trent, Gary Trent
he
Jr.,
had a night, but
he
he ended
had,
up bad.
he, he was the reason they were in the game. And then and then just a couple just absolutely terrible mistakes from the Bucks in overtime. Miraculous comeback from the Pacers. They win game five. And then Tyrese Halliburton's dad from the stands, from courtside, walks up to Giannis and starts talking shit to him right after the game. And Giannis, of course, rightfully pissed that they lost his 30, 20, and 10 game. He obviously is not going to back down. He is twice the size of Halliburton's father, Tyrese Halliburton's father. And they're jawing. And then post game conference, after Tyrese Halliburton's game winner, he has to go up there and be like, hey, I'm sorry about what my dad did. Like, what the fuck is going on? And this all started with game one. Kuzma gave us 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0 in like
Is that
20
Joel Anthony numbers?
in
What
20 something minutes. So this series really gave us everything. Only 5 games, unfortunately. So there's a couple really close games, but it was just it was a lot, really. It was like as dramatic as a 5 game series could probably be. It was absurd.
is this Giannis's last year in Milwaukee?
Well, it's linked, so I'll say first. Dame, he's gonna be like 36. He just tore his Achilles. Like, it's by the time he plays basketball again, he's gonna be like 37. Like, before we talk about the Giannis thing, like, this might be the last we see of Dame. He will either there's a good chance he either just retires or isn't the same. Obviously, as a 37-year-old coming off of a fucking Achilles tear, it sucks. It sucks that we didn't really get to see him and Giannis actually play in the playoffs together. We got like the blood clot game, and then he got hurt the next game, and Giannis was out the entire last year. So it's a shame they never really got a chance to play in the playoffs together. But Giannis, obviously, from a basketball perspective, if Giannis wants to win, he would have to leave. If the Bucks want to have a future, they would have to trade Giannis because they have 0 draft picks. They have 0 cap space because Dame is making 60 million and he won't be playing next year. And they have no promising young players. So from a basketball perspective, it makes perfect sense for both teams to amicably say, "Hey, we got that ring. I appreciated my time here. let's help each other out.
Yeah.
But
But
Wisconsin is Giannis's home. He does. I mean, he has said multiple times he loves Wisconsin. This is literally his home, his second home, like in America. So if he really is just like, I want to play here, I love it here, my family's here, then he could stay there. And I think the Bucks would be like, sure, I'm not gonna. If you want to stay, sorry, we won't really. You're gonna have to hard carry us, but you might be able to win an MVP as a 6 seed. You know, putting up insane numbers like Jokic did. So
yeah,
there might be a trade off, but I don't. The team is gonna be like have to be like pure hard carry from Giannis in that scenario. But as we get more info, we'll have a better idea of if Giannis wants to leave or not. The decision will probably be completely up to him,
yep.
as it should be, since he is the player that made that franchise relevant again after like 60 years or whatever, 50 years since fucking Lou Alcindor. Uh, so I can't say for sure what's gonna happen because obviously this just occurred like a few days ago. But if this is Giannis's last game in a Bucks jersey, hey, we got 2021, baby. We got
I know.
2021, and that's hey, that's enough. Some people never even get to uh the damn conference finals. Not naming names, but we know who they are. So the fact that we've gotten multiple great playoff performances from him, incredibly iconic finals performance. Obviously, got his ring with Drew, Chris, Bobby, Brooke. Lovely. Lovely. We'll always have that. Always grateful for that. If this is it, go win another one. Go win another one. That's all I'll say. When we get more info, obviously we'll have tons of content and videos about
Tons.
what's going on. So, but for now, RIP Bucks. Bucks in 6 till we die. But
Bucks and six
but
till
yeah,
we die.
an unfortunate
It was a sad series.
series for multiple reasons. This was not Giannis just could not lift his team, unfortunately. So shit happens. But shouts to the Pacers though.
Shout out to the Pacers.
We do like
Tyrese.
the Pacers. We do like the Pacers here. We do like the Pacers.
I like
here.
Tyrese.
I
I
like
like Andrew Nemhard. I like Benedict McNair.
yeah.
Pascal Siakam.
I like
Miles Turner. We like the Pacers.
I like that team, man. Like I said, I think when we first made our playoff predictions, it was like I like both of these teams, so I wouldn't be mad whoever makes it through. So if the Bucks lost to anybody, I'm glad it was the Pacers because I really do like Tyrese Halliburton, and I love how good he has been as the number one. Let's keep it. He's the number one. He is the offense. There's like a chart that
He's the
shows
engine.
like there's a chart that shows like a team's passes and then like teams like assists, and like they are just so far away from everybody else on like both statistics. Like he just makes that offense run so well. He is the truest point guard that we have that is like superstar, all at least all star, all pro level, and he is just so good at it. Love watching him play, man. He's so fun. But yeah, shout out to the Pacers. Shout out to the Pacers. I think that's all I have to say about them. I'm excited to see them versus the Cavs.
That's gonna
Early,
be an exciting game for sure.
I'm very excited, and it's very interesting because I feel like, not to quote Tyler Hero, but the Tyrese Halliburton will face not the best perimeter defense, I think, in this series against the Cavs guards. So, and he's not like, obviously he can go to the paint, but that's not like, his bread and butter. And that's where the Cavs' strength on defense is. So, we might see a couple Nembhard and Halliburton explosions. There's a potential for it
For sure.
because Miles Turner and Siakam are gonna have their hands full going against Mobley and Jared Allen. That is a tough duo that is probably gonna keep them out of the paint a lot. So But it's a good thing the Pacers have incredible passing and shooting. So I think it'll be a fun series. I'm excited for that one.
I'm hella excited. I think the one thing we didn't say about the Cavs, Ty Jerome.
Yeah, yeah.
Ty Jerome was a
Tadger.
dog.
He filled in perfectly. I mean, he's gonna get a bag somewhere. He
100%.
Yeah, shout out to him. Depth, very important. Who knew? Having good playable bench players is very important.
That's why I like the
Newsflash.
Pacers.
Yeah,
I mean, that series might be like a Game 7 series, to be
I
honest.
hope so. It would be very fun. Just because I think that there would be a little bit of animosity, and we've seen a lot of animosity this whole playoffs because they're letting people play, they're letting people get physical, people are getting roughed up. It's been fun though, even though some players and coaches have complained, but like whatever, like it's entertaining for us. So shut up.
Super entertaining.
All right, so there are three series left, all at 3-2. I think they're all going. Oh no, two of them are going today. Knicks Pistons. Knicks are up 3-2. It'll be played. It's probably going to be done by the time this is uploaded, so we'll see what happens there. And then my favorite series still, Nuggets Clippers. Oh baby, hope
It's a dogfight.
praying give me Game 7, please. But Denver's up 3-2 right now. They will be playing tonight. And then tomorrow night we got Rockets Warriors Golden State up 3-2, and they're going back to Cali for this next
Ooh.
game. Do you have any thoughts on any of these series? Any ones that you really wanna any points you wanna hit?
I think the Nuggets are gonna win in 6. I think Jokic has been a phenomenal coach and player. I've seen a lot of like highlights and plays about Jokic putting people on the bench and subbing them out for like players.
Yeah.
I think there's like a clip out there for he put Jamal Murray on the bench for Aiden, my bad, DeAndre Jordan, and he
Mm-hmm.
played. It was like for like a last couple of like 30 seconds, but he played really good against Zubac.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I think yeah, Nuggets in 6 today. Hopefully,
I hope
as
not.
much as I want
I
the
want
Clippers
seven,
to
bro.
win,
I want
yeah,
seven.
as much as I want to see the Clippers make it somewhere. Uh, Kawhi has been playing a phenomenal game since his injury. He's come back looking healthy. Um, but yeah, I think that's where it's gonna end. I mean, they could come back, but I feel like Nuggets gonna take it and go against the Thunder for the next round.
Yeah. All I've wanted, and I made this very apparent in our first video for the playoffs. I just want seven. Almost every game of this series, I think there's been two blowouts, one for each team, but the close games have been so fucking good.
Of course, that's what we want to see.
Oh man, game one, the Russell Westbrook game. Oh my god, the peak Russell Westbrook experience. He like hits a three in the corner to like take the lead or tie, and then he like turns the ball over or something in such a boneheaded way, and then he gets a steal off a inbound, and then he like just all over the place, high energy, of course. Then game two, the Kawhi Leonard game, completely cold blooded, just game win, like game sealing steal, hitting all the clutch shots, just no, like he couldn't miss. It was like we're so back. It's healthy Kawhi, yes. And then we got the Aaron Gordon fucking buzzer
Aaron
beater.
Gordon, yeah, that was hard,
What the
bro.
fuck? I mean,
It was so tough.
this series has delivered in so many ways. It's just been so fun to watch. Um, I just want seven, man. I just want seven. Of course, like we said, Jokic is gonna Jokic. He's doing literally everything he possibly can for this team. And when Jamal Murray shows up, he drops 40 like he did last game. So when Jokic has that got type of player next to him, very hard to stop, obviously, because you can't just double double whoever you need to double. I mean, I feel like doubling Jokic is like a bad idea, but sometimes they try to do a trap, but whatever. Um, it's just a fun series, man. It's
It
just
is.
it's just so good. Like this is like the games are so high quality. The close ones, anyways.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a hot take. Maybe everyone else could believe it too. If the Nuggets take it all the way and they win it, I'm gonna say that Jokic is a top 3 center of all time.
Okay,
He's gonna
well,
just enter my top 5 just because.
listen, if he can beat the Thunder, if him and that team can beat the Thunder, we'll have the conversation. But he's got to get there.
I know if he beats the
he's
Thunder,
he's got a big
and
he's
I
got a
have the
big.
Thunder winning. I have the Thunder winning, but if he
I know. I
beats the
mean,
Thunder,
hey.
I'm just saying Jokic shit top. He's gonna be enter my top 5 goat 5. Like
Oh my god. Well, we'll get there when we get there, but that will be we'll have to see what happens, but that will be I think regardless of who goes against the Thunder, it'll be fun. But I Jokic is just such a fun watch, so I'm not mad at whoever wins. I just want more basketball really, so I'll leave it at that for that. Um and then the last series, last one. Oh, no, well,
on
there's
the
two
West,
actually. Well, there's two.
last
Uh
series on the West.
Yeah, we'll do the West first since I already brought it up. Rockets Warriors. This has been a very fun series. These teams are scrapping. Same in the Nuggets Clippers, by the way. Aaron Gordon almost tried to fucking level James Harden. Zubac had to stop him. But Rockets Warriors, Steph Curry is a bad man, obviously. He's very, very
Yeah,
good at basketball. Jimmy Butler, even after the injury, very good at basketball. He's doing his
he's
thing.
very Jimmy buckets, bro.
And
Jimmy
Draymond,
fucking buckets.
as much as he's a clown, he could play defense, man. Sengun was absolutely feasting when Draymond was not on the court. The Rockets have the jumbo lineup where they put him and Adams together and they
Yeah,
just dominate. Adams was balling, man. When Adams was in on the last game I watched, I think it was game 5? I think game 5. Might have
uh-huh.
been game 4. I mean, oh yeah, game 5 was an absolute blowout. Just did not end up watching that one. But game 4, Steven Adams had some minutes and he was contributing like a lot. And when Draymond was he literally had 5 fouls, a flagrant, and a tech. When he was on the bench, Sengun was cooking anybody that was on him. Like he is very good. Obviously, I mean, don't really need to say that.
Yeah,
And Amon Thompson, his athleticism is legitimately insane. Like he might be top 2 in just as a pure athlete in the NBA right now. Like he
100%.
the list of people that I could confidently put above him is like extremely slim. And even then, he's just insane, man. He just needs to get more refined. If he can just like get the skills to go with it, he could be a very real threat, a true demon in the NBA. But he's crazy,
100%.
man. He's crazy.
It's just I don't know. I think I heard when I was watching that game, the announcers were saying like this is like the first time in a long time that they played together. Like Sengun and Steven Adams because he was hurt for a while.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah,
But that's working out, dude. This
yeah. I mean, against the team like the Warriors, where their strength obviously is not in their big men, it's like, why not? You know,
like the
like
Lakers.
true. Like it would probably work against the Lakers too. I wouldn't be surprised at all. It would. I mean, it. I mean, Steven Adams, 11-year vet, he's still moving like a. Even after all the
Bro,
injuries,
Aquaman, bro.
he's yeah, he's still nice. The one thing I will say for the Rockets, this motherfucking Filipino Jalen Green needs to clean his shit up, man. He is. He just if he could just find a way to be consistent, we could really have something. But you can't put up like 9, 38, 7 and 9. Like that's just not.
Damn.
You just can't do that. Like that can't be your game 1, 2, 3, 4 point total. Like you got to be, and he's not even playable in like the fourth. Like there were multiple games where they just didn't have him on the court because he just was not providing enough. It's like
It's the shot making that he does.
I know, like that's his thing. And then when he's putting up 9 points in the game, it's like why are you even in? You don't even want him in. Your shot isn't falling. He doesn't offer that much else. So it's like he feels like he's becoming the odd one out of the young core. I think not to shit on Jabari Smith, but like I think the expectations for him have been lowered since he was like second overall pick. Was it second or third?
Something like
I
that.
feel like since like those like that season and like people haven't really expected him to be like a true franchise player. But like there's been people have been holding out hope for Jalen Green, but like it just isn't looking great, man.
Nah, the franchise player is between Amen and Sengun. To be honest,
Yeah.
like I want Green to shine, but it's those shot making, not like quality, and it's always been like that. I mean, although the season he did get better, but in the postseason it's not showing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just if they were a team that were to trade for like Kevin Durant, Giannis,
Giannis,
whoever else is available, because there's like I said, there's gonna be a lot of names. I could see him being in that package, to like, no longer be the third player next to Sengun and Thompson. So I don't know. He might prove me wrong tomorrow night. We'll see. I mean, he could have a a 45-point game, and I wouldn't be surprised at all. So we'll have to
he
see.
still had 9 points the night before.
I mean, that's literally what he does. But yeah, I still like the Warriors in this series. I mean, it's 3-2. I mean, we'll see. It could be anybody's game, really. But
I
they're
just want the Warriors to win.
yeah.
Uh,
I think they're more. I'd be more excited for them in the playoffs than the to go on to the second round than the Rockets. But
100%. I was actually telling Joe last night. I was like, honestly, I kind of want the Warriors to win just because I want the old guys to win, and then the young guys can come next.
yeah, yeah, I'm down for that.
But I do want to see the Warriors play the Timberwolves. I think that would be a crazy game.
That'd,
Jimmy versus Ant,
that'd be
two
fun.
brothers going in a battle. Jordan's sons.
True. Yes. I was gonna
Something I
mention.
finally want to see.
Yeah. I'll probably bring it up more in depth later, but I was gonna mention Jimmy leaving Minnesota, telling them that they need him to win, and now he's going back. Even though I know the core isn't the same, but still, it's just it's a
That's up
fun. I think some Timberwolves fans still don't like Jimmy, so I think it'll be fun.
there. Yeah,
We'll
I
get some
mean,
great shit talk between both and Jimmy to the fans.
I want to see that
That'll be
100%.
fun. That'll be fun. But they had Warriors stuff to win. Warriors stuff to win.
Warriors still got to win. Warriors, please win. I know you could do it. Warriors in six.
All right, yeah, that game is tomorrow. And then the last series, Knicks Pistons. There's been a lot of nonsense in this series as well, from the
Dude,
officiating to the scuffles to there's just this is a freaky series. But Detroit is down 2-3. They were playing Game 6 tonight. Yep, and I still like the Knicks, but the Pistons they're obviously fighting.
they're fighting,
They won a
dude.
few close games. There was that one instance where the scorekeeper or whoever it was in Detroit like sounded the buzzer too soon. After Brunson's like free throw with zero point 0.5 seconds left, and even though they messed up, the rule is that Detroit got the ball, so they got a chance to do like a last second heave for a three to win. It was so bizarre. The whole situation was weird. And like there was another game where like the 2 minute report was just like, yeah, we messed up. We messed up that call that changed the game. And it was like, all right, so Detroit just lost because of that call. And it's like this series is so messy. The animosity between these teams is growing every day. And I don't know. I think they're just scrapping, man. They're just scrapping.
Well, I want this to be a 7 game series. I hope they take it to 7. I want to see who wins there.
We're getting there. We're almost there.
I don't want to be favoriting the Knicks because of Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. I
Yeah.
don't want to. I really like the Pistons, and I really voted them high last year. They lost
Yeah.
25 times because of whoever was the coach last year.
Hmm.
But JB Bickerstaff with this Pistons, he belongs to the Pistons. He's like he's the perfect coach for them. He guided them to a series like this. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I think that I I think Cat has done well, but I think that I think people have issue with Tibbs and his lineups. I just want to see more Mitchell Robinson plus Cat.
I do
I just
too.
want more of that. I haven't gotten to watch too many of the games in this series, but uh, I know a lot of people are mad at Brunson for flopping, which is really funny. But which is fair. I'm not gonna argue against that, but he's still a baller regardless of if he's at the line or not. So, and even I mean, even Jokic was flopping like crazy in that series. So like, I can't at this point. It's like who isn't flopping, which kind of sucks. But like, I can't really get mad at anybody for doing it at this point. Otherwise, I have to be mad at everybody. So
Right.
whatever, man. Some are more egregious than others, but you know, I don't. Well, whoever wins this series goes against the Celtics. I will probably take the Celtics regardless, but I think
I'm definitely not.
interesting. Well, we'll see if whoever you pick advances. So you could hold the prediction because
I mean, I know the Celtics gonna win, but I want to prefer a different team.
well, yeah, we would all prefer anyone other than the Celtics, but you know we can't. We gotta be objective, and if we want to be correct in our prediction, well, sometimes you could be completely biased and be correct. Yeah, that's the first round. As of now, it will be over at least in the next like 3 days or something, 3 4 days. Been an incredible first round. It's about everything I could have asked for: drama, incredible play, iconic moments, the whole 9 yards. And you're getting so much. We're getting spoon fed off season drama already. Like thinking about trades, John Morant, Kevin Durant, Giannis. Like there's gonna be some movement. Apparently, the Celtics are also looking at trades. They did say that.
That's
They
crazy.
did say that they have been exploring trade options. So what exactly that means, I don't know.
What
We'll
do
have to
they
see.
need? How much more do
Well,
you need? It's not
well,
the Lakers, bro.
they said that the Lakers are also on that board, but
Oh no, yeah, 'cause
the
the Lakers make sense.
Celtics, yeah, the Celtics said that they're. I'm not entirely sure what they meant, but they said that the roster construction I think is like unsustainable. That might be like financially.
Oh,
So we'll have to see what, like I said, we'll have to see what exactly that means. Obviously, the Jalen's aren't getting traded. Or Jason and Jalen,
the Jays.
the Jays. But yeah, lots of offseason stuff already. But that'll do it for now. We'll obviously be back for more playoff stuff later. But incredible first round. So much good stuff, man. We've seen some expected things, but even in the expected things, there were some unexpected things. The 29-point comeback, the Cavs completely demolishing the Heat was like you didn't watch the game, but you see the score, you're like, holy shit, what happened? Like it's just kind of funny.
No, bro. I literally the first half, I saw the score was 80-20 or some shit, and I was like,
Yeah. It literally was. It was. It literally was. It was something absurd like that where you just look at it, you're like, that is not real.
"This is playoffs
Yeah,
basketball,
this
baby."
is playoffs basketball. So that's, hey man, this is the NBA baby. This is the NBA baby. This is what we're here for. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this one. We'll see who the Thunder go against, either Nuggets or Clippers. Timberwolves go against the Rockets or Warriors. Cavs are going against the Pacers, locked in. And the Celtics are going against Knicks or Pistons. We'll be back for more of this because we can't help ourselves. This is the best time of the year. Yeah, that I think that will do it for this episode. PJ, do you have anything you want to add real quick? Anything at all?
I actually don't. I'm just excited. I'm very excited for what's coming next.
We are all excited. This is going to be
Subscribe, like,
yes,
and
sir.
comment what you think is gonna. Who's the playoff matchups? Probably this video is gonna be out when the second round is.
I'm gonna try to get it out as soon as possible. We'll see what happens, but
No, you're good, but Tell us what your Western Conference Finals and Eastern Conference Finals matchups are going to be, if anything.
True. All right. We went as fast as we could, and it still took like 55 minutes. So whatever,
Well, yeah, them series,
there's
man.
too much to talk about. This is what happens when you take a little bit to record in the for the first round. There's just too many. There's too many teams. Second round would
Too
be.
many, too many. Giannis is going to leave or not.
I mean, like I said, well, there's gonna be multiple episodes dedicated to that eventually. But for now, this is the Hooper Soul podcast. This is NBA playoffs basketball. I am Jacob. That's PJ over there. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, that's kind of crazy. We'll see you soon. Peace out.
Peace.